We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Zach Godley, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now in the box, David Fletcher. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
David Fletcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was after.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Bogarts has it. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Number 25 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
No, that's low.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Anthony Rendon would be next. 3-2 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. Pedroia has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Go down 1-2-3. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good, solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Batting third.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And that misses, ball 1. And Verdugo goes in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Rendon shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Anthony Rendon. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Lined but speared on a hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Shohei Ohtani comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The count
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Benintendi heads back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
In now for the Angels, Jose Iglesias. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this will get down and make its way to the monster for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Here's Albert now. He sends it on the ground softly to the left. Devers gloves it, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the pitch. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a field thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Chopper left side of the infield, fielded by Rendon. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 6.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Lays off 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And it's off the green monster. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bobby Dahlbeck is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball just inside.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no. New inning set to get underway, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat.
Number 30, Max Stassi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. That's wide, 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Here's the 3-0 pitch.
Aye.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
First offering on its way. In the air now, out to right field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 22.
Now batting, David Fletcher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Stassi, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in.
Nope.
They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Number 25 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And it bangs off the monster. To second now, but he's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall, almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? On to Lansdowne and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Shohei Ohtani digging in next.
The right fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Chavis.
Michael Chavis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Chavis carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. In for strike 2. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of... Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Ball
2-2.
2-2 the count.
The 2-2. Hit out towards second. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
The catcher, number 33.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Into the box now, Max Stassi. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 9 homers, and 17 RBIs. Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Hard sinker misses 2-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Max Stassi goes down to become the first out here in the 4th.
Jones.
Standing in now, Jahmai Jones. Skied into straightaway right. On the run is Verdugo. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. Ready once again, David Fletcher. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Fletcher.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Popped up. Dahlbeck has room in foul territory. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Pedroia's around first, heading for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Alex Verdugo stands in as he looks at ball one here.
That's ball 2.
2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Here now is Rafael Devers. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Striding in, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Cobb comes set. 0-1 on its way.
That's a ball.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Tanner Houck, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 89, Tanner Houck.
At the plate, Mike Trout. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
That's outside.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Number 25 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up.
And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
No balls and a strike to count. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Nope,
no offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Benintendi in pursuit. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Around third and being waved on home. He scores. As they pile on, it's now a 6-0 game. The tag, and he's out going for third. But they do play to run on the play.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Next up, the 2-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Boy, a lot of break to that thing, and it's 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
To the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck.
First baseman, Bobby.
He swings and grounds it to short, right to Iglesias. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox,
In now,
The
Christian
catcher,
Vasquez. He's
Christian
0 for 1 thus far.
Vasquez.
First offering on its way. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First
Up
pitch
next,
single, and maybe now they can start to get some
designated
traffic
hitter.
on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The 0-1 pitch.
After two great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Ohtani waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
To 2-2 now.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Pedroia.
In now, Dustin Pedroia. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. 5 innings complete. It's the Angels 6 and the Red Sox 1. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Jose Iglesias.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Fouled off. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set with the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner at first with no outs here. 3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 one more time, and he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
At the plate now, Max Stassi.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Jahmai Jones, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Jones is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jahmai Jones goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready now, Alex Verdugo. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch.
That's ball 2. I got 2-1 the count. Ball, that's out.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ohtani waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll hustle all the way over to first himself to make the play.
Now batting.
So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. 2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Low with the splitter, ball 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Cobb comes set. Here it comes. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. They trail 6-1. Stepping into the box, Mike Trout.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Mike Trout.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's
Ball
down.
1 as he lays off below the zone. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
High in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone into the monster seats. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout, number 296 in his career, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball all the ballpark like he did just there.
Into the box now, number 25. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
No, that's
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 3-0. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony.
In now is Anthony Rendon. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. So now to the plate, Shohei Ohtani.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Now the 0-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. 3 runs already home here. Left side, but well foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Jose Iglesias is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
One of the keys to being a great outfielder, not being afraid to sacrifice your body. Terrific diving catch there that he made look a lot easier than it actually is.
So striding forward now, Albert Pujols. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Fouled away. Now Pujols smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this ball. Gone. Over the monster for a home run. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Standing in now, Max Stassi.
33. Max.
And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The left fielder.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby Dahlbeck, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The first baseman, Bobby.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Oh, 1 is his splitter that misses for the first ball. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, catcher.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
In now, Christian Vasquez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Vasquez is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And a good throw gets him one gone. One man is out in the Red Sox seventh, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. First offering on its way. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Ohtani is there, and he has it for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Benintendi. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Digging in to try it again, David Fletcher. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
No balls and 1 strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mike Trout. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
To the plate now, number 25. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
The third baseman, number 6.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Verdugo backing up on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Shohei Ohtani.
Into the box, Shohei Ohtani, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Now here's a fly ball, well hit, a ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Albert Pujols. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
2nd and 3rd, 2 away. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Scrambling back to third, he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
33, Max Stassi.
At the plate now, Max Stassi. Liner towards second. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Now a long throw to third. To third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Matt Barnes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Jahmai Jones is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Halos lead this one 14-1. So striding in, Dustin Pedroia. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And there's one away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Digging in, Alex Verdugo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael.
At the plate, Rafael Devers. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Ball, that's down.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Cobb into the windup. Here's the 2-0. To third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. And as you can see, they are way behind. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, David Fletcher.
David Fletcher.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Dahlbeck is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, but you can forgive them as they still hold. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, left field.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1.
The count 2-1.
And with one out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Now batting, first baseman, Bobby Dalbec.
Standing in, Bobby Dalbec. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Ball, 1 strike.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Ball
Pitch
2.
taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Line toward the gap in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Christian Vasquez stands in as he looks at a called strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. So here's Michael Chavis now. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. Cam Bedrosian will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-4 is the way this one ends. The Halos put a 14 in the run column here today. Alex Cobb wins his 3rd of the season as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. Zach Godley was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4